Hey everybody, it's the Christian Jamaican Coolie back at it again with another video. And in this video, if you're already reading the title, then you know what it says. It says, The Curse of Eve on All Women. And what I wanted to do was address or, kind of tickle your brain a little bit, get you to think a little bit about the curses that were passed down from Eve. And I'm not just talking about the curses that were mentioned in the Bible, because probably there are even curses that are mentioned in the Bible that we really have just like skimmed over and not really looked at. But we already know the curse of her having pain in child's birth, and she and the devil's seed and her seed is going to be at odds and at enemies with each other. But there's another curse that I would love to really and truly address. And I don't believe a lot of people talk about it. And I've talked about it before in a previous video in the past, but I really want to rehash and go over and talk about that curse again, because I don't think I went in depth about what this curse actually was. And I think the more we really get our minds thinking is the more we're going to really understand what is truly going on with the modern day woman, or women in general, with certain things and certain attitudes. Now, if you are a woman and you feel offended by the things that I'm going to say, backing it up with scripture, then really and truly, this video is not for you. But if you are a woman who wants to look at yourself objectively and say, yes, this is a fundamental problem that women have, then you may think about the things that I say in this video. Now, I just want to put this out there that these are mainly my thoughts. Um, Even though I may be using scripture to back up what I'm saying is mostly and purely opinionated from my observation of how women have been behaving in today's society. Now, with that being said, I'm going to get started. Now, I want to talk about what happened in the garden. And everybody already know God created man, and then he put man to sleep. And when he put the man to sleep, he took a rib out of him and created woman. And then woman was in the garden, and then the snake deceived her, and she ate the fruit. She gave some to Adam, and then sin entered into them. And then they were kicked out of the garden, etc., etc., etc. And here we are today. Now, a lot of people don't understand the story of what really happened in the garden, and a lot of people skim over it, but I think we have to really get into the story itself. And the story is this: Adam was not deceived, and the Bible even tells you that. The only person out of the two of them that was deceived is Eve. And there's a reason why I'm going to explain. Why is it that the serpent tackled her more than going to Adam. And I'm going to give this explanation. One, Adam lived with God for a long, I believe it was a long time before Eve was made. It was a long time before Eve was made. Because the Lord had to look at the time that passed with Adam and say, listen, man, this is not good for him to be alone. He needs a helpmate, because every creature that he created had a partner. But the human that he created, man, did not have a partner. And so he put the man to sleep, took out a rib, and created Adam. But the point I'm trying to get at is that during the time that Adam was alone with the Lord, Adam learned a lot of things, and I believe that Adam learned about the fall of the devil. And so the devil knew that he could not try and deceive Adam because Adam already knew, Adam was briefed, Adam was not a disobedient person. Now, we can go into why Adam chose to take a bite out of the fruit when Eve gave it to him. But I want you guys to turn to First Timothy chapter 2:14. All right, we're going to turn to 1 Timothy. 1 Timothy 2 chapter 14, and it reads, "And Adam was not deceived, but the woman being deceived was in the transgression." Let me read that again. 1 Timothy chapter 2 verse 14. "And Adam was not deceived, but the woman being deceived was in the transgression." Now, many people believe that they were both deceived. They were not. Only one of them was deceived, and there's a reason for that. And we're going to explore. We're going to go down some more into scripture, because we're going to go all the way back to Genesis, and then I'm going to give you a opinion of mine that I have said for years to many people because of the behavior that I've seen in women, and I think that that's the sinful nature that basically entered into them before they even ate the fruit. Now, we're gonna go back to Genesis. I'm gonna explore what really happened, and then I'm going to give you my 2 cents on it. Now, it's going to be Genesis chapter 3. Genesis chapter 3, and we're going to read from verse 2 to 6. And it reads, "And the woman said unto the serpent, We may eat of the fruit of the trees of the garden, but of the fruit of the tree which is in the midst of the garden, God hath said, Ye shall not eat of it, neither shall ye touch it, lest ye die. And the serpent said unto the woman, Ye shall surely not die." This is him lying to her. This is him saying that God is a liar. Okay, so 2 things he did, right? He lied to her in saying that you're not going to die, and then he made her believe that God was lying to them. All right, and I'm going to show you the third lie that he did after that, right? Okay, so, "For God doth know," this is verse 5, "For God doth know that in the day ye eat thereof, then your eyes shall be opened, and ye shall be as gods, knowing good and evil." Okay, let's go again. "For God doth know that in the day ye eat thereof, then your eyes shall be open, and ye shall be as gods, knowing good and evil. And when the woman saw that the tree was good for food, and that it was pleasant in the eyes, and a tree to be desired to make one wise, she took of the fruit thereof, and did eat, and gave also unto her husband with her, and he did eat." Okay, so we're going to pause right there, because you see, I want to go back to verse 5, and I'm going to break it down, and I'm going to add my opinion to it. All right, because I'm going to now put thought process into what happened in verse 5 inside the head of the woman. And you're going to realize, a lot of you women are going to realize, and you're going to see it in other women, and you're going to say, oh, wow, that's true, right? And a lot of you men are going to look at it and see it in the attitude of some of these negative thinking women and say, oh, wow. Now, let's go back to verse 5. It says, for he lied, and he said, for God doth know that in the day ye eat thereof, then your eyes shall be opened, and ye shall be as gods. Okay, you hear what he said? Ye shall be as gods, knowing good and evil. All right, so let's get the thought process in. The first thing Eve thought about was that God lied to her. The second thing Eve thought about is this: that eating this fruit would put her on the same level as the Creator himself. And I don't think you understand what that meant. Okay? Let me put it into perspective for you. Eve thought that if she was like God, she didn't have to do two things. She didn't have to listen to Adam, and Adam would have to listen to her, because she would now be above him. She would be God. She would be a God. So Adam would now have to be obedient to her because she's a God. I hope you guys starting to think yet. Right? Then she wouldn't have to listen to God either, because she would be just like God. She would know everything that God knows. She would have the same power that God has. Why would there be a reason to be listening to God if you were just like him? Eve was deceived into believing that she is going to be above what she actually was, or what she was actually created to be. She was created to be a helpmate. And the minute she was told that she wouldn't have to be that helpmate, that she would be something above that, it went right over her head. And then so when she bit into that fruit, this was the belief that she was gonna have. That was and don't get me wrong, and there's a reason why I'm saying this. The reason why I'm saying is that there would be I honestly believe that there would be no other way that Eve would buy into the story of any other story other than believing that it was going to make her something more than she actually was. You understand what I'm saying? I don't believe that you'd buy into any other story. Now, like I said before, this is my opinion. This is the thought process that came into my mind when I read this. When I read Genesis 3, chapter 3, verse 2 through to 6. And then when you read 1 Timothy 2:14, where it says that Adam was not deceived. Now we want to go into what happened after she ate the fruit. When she ate the fruit, she realized she was deceived. because she felt like she realized that she lost something. She felt lost. She knew she lost something. Probably the glory of the Lord left her, or something that was innate within her and within Adam left her when she ate that fruit. And basically, her bringing the fruit to Adam was her realizing that she was doomed and that she didn't want to die alone. And Adam seeing what happened. And now people are going to ask, then why did Adam, bite the fruit as well? Well, Adam was compassionate. There's a difference. He wasn't deceived. He knew what happened. But he didn't want her to die alone. And he didn't want her to suffer alone. Adam was compassionate. Or in other words, we can say Adam was a simp. You understand? So it's just food for thought. These are just my thoughts. I believe that Eve believed that she was going to be like God, that she would be above Adam, and Adam would have to listen to her, and that she wouldn't have to listen to God either. And if you put that type of personality to today's modern woman, I think you're going to realize that it correlates with something that could possibly be a generational curse that was passed down through Eve. This is the Christian Jamaican Coolie. Let me know what you think in the comments. Comment, subscribe, and like as well. And I'll see you on the next video. Also guys, I will be starting a new channel, and this channel will be based mostly off of gymnastics, because you guys know I'm a gymnastics coach, and I've been wanting to start a gymnastics channel for a long time, and I'd love for you guys to come and support it. I know I'm going to get a lot of support because, a lot of my students said that they would support the channel, and if they support it, and I'm sure they'll probably bring people to support the channel as well. But I'd love to see you guys there. You guys have been with me for a long time. Look at 34 subscribers. Yeah, I'm rolling, man. I'm rolling. I got 34 subscribers. So, I'd love to see you guys on my gymnastics channel. And also, I'm going to be doing another video, a video about my parents. Then it's gonna be a very objective look at both my mother and father, but I'm going to be doing my mother first, because I believe that there are things in society that we never talk about and that we need to continue to shine a light on. Alright, but that video won't be done until probably the end of the week, like on Friday, because I'm going to try to animate it as well, and voice over and everything. And you guys know I'm just a one-man show and I'm trying to do my best. So, but like I said, support the channel. Comment, rate, subscribe, and I'll see you guys on my next video. This is the Christian Jamaican Coolie signing off. Enough love and respect.